Hello everyone, good to see you. Feels like it's been some time. Stuart here from my shop, the Woolpatch, a lovely little shop, yarn shop in Long Melford, Suffolk, UK, and down live, oh no, it's that way, isn't it? In the YouTube chat there is producer Fizz, as always, keeping us all on schedule for our hour and 15. I think we know we go over an hour, but actually this show is quite chilled, so we may actually be an hour or a bit before an hour. We're still recovering from the end of our VE Day show earlier this month, but it's good to have you here for another edition of the Woolpatch show. May, Fizz, how have we got to May already? Just zipped. It zipped by. Let's have a look, see who's here. Hey Jan, good to see you. Hello everyone. And James. Hey James, all right. I've even forgot to post earlier. Normally I do a post on Instagram to say, oh, we're live. And then it was a good job of chatting with Fizz just before we came on. And the stream was set to unlisted. So we could have started and no one would have found it. So you probably got a notification late. Oh dear. We've had our feet up since our VE Day show at the beginning of May, but we've kept it all up just for a few more weeks. There you go. You can see Jubilee's outfit in the background. She was in Cairo for VE Day 80. Don't know where she is now, but she loaned us her outfit. And some of your bunting is here. Dinky Crafts, Jennifer, your mum's bunting is up there, but I can't wait to show you all the bunting and the finished window display. For you lot came up trumps. You sent in so much bunting, it was wonderful. We had enough to go in the window, enough to go out on the awning and on the bollards outside, then to cover the shop, and then to bring it home here for our show in the background. Thank you so much. So what's coming up? The first 15 minutes is just a recap on VE Day 80, show you everyone's bunting like we did with the chickens, and then also to show you the finished window, because I didn't do that on the VE Day 80 show because that was a specific show about my granddad, not necessarily the shop, whereas this, the Woolpatch show, is all about me and my shop. So I can't wait to show you the shop and what it looked like. It's stunning. I took it down Saturday. I had Knit and Natter in. Actually, Jimbo was in, and Sue and Lynn. And as they were knitting and nattering, and crocheting, I took the display down. I don't know what I'm going to do with the big VE. I don't even think it can fit in my car. So that's coming up. Then we've got our usual guest of the year. Repurpose it. That's what Fizz just said. Yes. Then, yes, the guest of the year, there is a slight tenuous link to our second part after 8:15, showing you this lovely yarn. I am wearing Illusion, a brand new cotton from Lang Yarns. Going to show you that later. A special offer of 10% off for YouTube viewers. But if you're a channel member, like I'm seeing here in the chat, Jan's a channel member, Jimbo's a channel member. Hey, Anne, a new channel member. Good to have you here. And Michelle too, a channel member. It's a shame those W's don't show up on our little thing down here. This software is remarkable that I use, but it just can't do something with the YouTube and show the W's. Oh, did you see your mum's bunting there? Emmy, you can see all these W's. It's wonderful, and all these W's here sent in bunting. So I can't wait to show you all. But yes, you W'ers, you'll get 20% off. You've had your code secretly emailed to you via the YouTube notifications. So a little treat. That's coming up. Then the usual gallery, and then the charts. and then a sort of a chit chat on what we're doing, what knits we're all doing, and that'll take us to the end of the show, which for the first time might actually finish on the hour. But let's go to V-Day and the bunting, because I know you're desperate to see it. I've got two little films. We're going to show the bunting first, then come back and have a little chat, and then show you the finished window. But the bunting, have I got the two back? Yeah, I've got I brought it all home because we're kept it. We're bound to have some special occasions where we want the red, white, and blue. But just to finish off the whole V-Day thing, it was a spectacular show. I love doing it, and the research. I spent so much time reading over the last sort of 2 months. Absolutely loved it. I feel I've been like just in the desert with my granddad. It was phenomenal what I found out, and showing all his memorabilia and his artifacts. If you missed it, you go and have a look, because he kept so much. I've since found out that he kept the postal system going because he sent so much home, hence why it's in such good condition. But it is remarkable. So if you like World War II memorabilia, there's lots to watch. But let's go straight in and have a look at all your bunting. It was a joy to make this video and putting all the names to everyone's bunting. And then when we come back, we'll have a quick chat, and then I'll show you the shop, and then you'll have to try and spot your bunting. Where is it? Let's just go. It's before. That's a bit better. Now we're in the proper V-Day mode of the red and the blue. Here we go then. Sit back and enjoy a couple of minutes of everyone's bunting. Oh, wowzers. Were you in the mood? Did that music get you in the mood? How good was that? So much bunting. Thank you so much. It really was phenomenal to get it all. Loved it. And my postie loved it too. You know, like just with the chickens. It's like, Stuart, I think you've got some more bunting. And then he was like, oh, you've got some from America. And thank you all so much. I've kept all your cards and all the lovely things that you wrote. So Emmy, thank you, Emmy. Here's my bunting contribution for V-Day. So it's lovely. Deborah and Diane, thank you for marking this important event, and I hope it all goes well. Absolutely wonderful. Dinky Cross, Jennifer, got I kept them all. It's just wonderful. Margarita and Jill, Fran, so many. It was lovely reading them all. And as I say, everyone got excited when the postie came, even the postie. It was wonderful. And then making the window was just equally as exciting, because you know what we did for Christmas? When wonderful Lou. So Lou comes to the shop, and I've sat and we've done classes together with knitting, and that's when I think it was just before the Christmas, and I was saying, oh, I wonder what we could make. I was talking about that pyramid for the Christmas tree show, and she went, my husband's a DT teacher. He's great with wood. And there started our beautiful relationship together. So now he's always making things for the window. So James came up with the idea of having the letters V and E in the window, because she had to have that. I wasn't so worried about the 80, because I knew I was going to perhaps draw that on the window, but it had to be the VE. So James dropped that off. Thank you so much for making it. Very clever, these big VE letters that could stand up as well in the window, and had great fun then decorating it with yarn. It was a white base and then red and blue, and covering it completely with yarn, and then sticking the wool balls on. Oh, I had great fun doing that leading up to May. And then hanging all your bunting, and it was just nice because it could be so creative, because we had so much to play. So it was just going up everywhere. And then with Christine, who did the sewing bunting, Karen from Wigan, we had sewn bunting. So we had that on the shop front, on the bollards, and then hanging from the awning too. We were so lucky. It was like, when Christmas, when you take your decorations down and it goes all a bit, it's all a bit empty now. Well, that's what it was like Saturday, taking the bunting down from inside the shop too. But it was just wonderful. And so many people were popping in over May going, oh, your window display is lovely. And they enjoyed reading about my granddad, because I put his whole story in there, and the letter that he wrote to a reverend in 2008 explaining his story. So when you were in the front of the window and seeing all his memorabilia, you could read the letter he wrote of his time over the 5 years. Because, as I say, he was in North Africa first, with the Desert Rats as a gunner, then went over to Italy, then went home, then was in the second front for D-Day, going over up into the Netherlands and into Germany, and ended up in Germany on VE Day. It's a fascinating story. And the people who were passing by in the window, reading the window and his letter, just found it fascinating and rather moving, and then came in to say how moved they were and how lovely a display it was. And that's down to you. So thank you so much. Let's have a look in the chat. Emmy says, your VE Day show was so interesting for those who didn't know much about the holiday. Great. And that's what we wanted to do, to raise awareness of that, because there aren't many, did they say a handful of veterans left now? So it is down to us to keep passing on that story and reminding, because the further we get away, the younger ones, understandably so, are going to find it difficult to relate to it. So it's really important for that. Jan, it was fabulous. Great. Hey, YouTube user, how's you? Oh, yes, there you go. He's told you what to do. Right, let's have a look then. Coming up to quarter past 12. We've been going that long. 8:15. Let's have a look at the finished window and see all your bunting. Can you spot your bunting? If you're watching at home on catch up, point to it, shout out and take a look and enjoy seeing our finished, because it is us, all you, working together to make a phenomenal display for VE Day 80. You're going to love it. look at that. Thank you so much. Thrilled with it. And there you are. You can see what it would have looked like going past. And then at night time, our little spotlights were on. So if they were driving past, you would have seen the VE. Just wonderful. Absolutely brilliant. So there we go. That's another one done. And now the pressure's on because everyone is saying what we're going to do next. So I don't know. I don't know what we'll do next. We shall wait to see what inspires us. Something will come along, won't it, Fizz? Do you think something will pop up and we'll go, oh, that will be a next good window to do, won't it? A rainbow? Ooh, could do. We'll have to see. Well, it's then thinking what people to make. But don't worry, we won't ask you straight away. We'll have a little rest. We'll see. Although before you know it, it's going to be Christmas again, isn't it? Oh, hey, Lou's in. Good timing, Lou. Did you see the letters? Probably enough to shout to James. James, your letters are on. Give him a big pat on the back. Yes, they're brilliant. Really made it. Emmy says, it is Memorial. Ah, you have that. Oh, okay. Yes. And also says, did you felt the wool balls? I didn't myself. You could buy them already felted. So semi-cheated. But I enjoyed glue gunning them on one by one. That was a nice, that was a nice therapeutic job. Say again, Fizz. They were leftover balls from the coronation when I did the Union flag. I wanted to put the Union flag in the window too, but there just sadly wasn't enough space. Oh, you did. He says, oh, thank you, James. Let's get thinking of the next one. Start brewing those ideas. Maybe something for, where are we, May? So, yeah, September, October. I'll have to see. It sometimes normally works with something that's going on in the real world with the calendar. I think those ones work best. And then I can come and call upon all your skills and we can get knitting and crocheting again. Right, ready for guest of the year. So this yarn that I've got coming up is called Illusion. You'll enjoy guest of the year. For those who are kind of my age and older, you'll know it. You've got to guess the year for when this kids' TV programme was released. And you'll know it because you'll see who came up with this idea. The magician. Can you guess yet? Can you guess before you even see the picture? Here we go. Guess the year when this programme first aired on BBC. Fizz. I forgot to give a trigger warning in case those people are frightened. It's Wizbit. Who knows Wizbit? Let me know in the chat. And actually, it fits quite convenient with YouTube user going Halloween in October. It's kind of like a Halloween outfit there, isn't it? Right, come on, pop them in the chat. When did Wizbit? Ha ha this away, ha ha that away, ha ha this away, my oh my, that's the theme tune. Let us know. YouTube user's got to go for 1972. How old? Right, not chatting to you anymore. Jimbo's going for 1989. Dinky Crafts Jennifer is going for 84. Michelle, 82. You've never heard of it? Wow. Well, you need to YouTube it. Emmy says, never heard of it, but look, I know. It's what Fizz gave her nightmares. Lou is going for 1987. So on the picture there, it is Paul Daniels. He came up with the idea of Wizbit and wrote the stories. I can't remember the bunny's name, but I do remember watching it. I don't think I really liked it because I'm like, oh, it was a bit too. You had to do like lateral thinking puzzles and answer questions or solve them, and it was like, oh, I just want to watch telly, this is too much hard work. It was too educational. But that was Wizbit, this yellow, I thought it was a magician's hat, but that would be a black top hat, so I can't remember what it was. Fizz says it looks like a piece of cheese, but it was just odd. But wasn't most kids' TV back then anyway? Yes. Michelle, she loved Wizbit. Oh, I see. Well, it was, I suppose, a bit fun, wasn't it? It was bright, it was bold and loud. Is that cheese with the bunny? Yes, the cheese. Well, it's not really cheese. That is Wizbit. Yeah. A very high-pitched voice, if I remember right. Oh, Woolly. Oh, was it? Oh. Well, anyway, it was quintessentially British, I think, Fizz. Yeah, you didn't get it over there. It probably wouldn't have been sold over there. Right, let's have a look at the answer. Is no one got it. Oh no, Dinkycraft Jennifer did. 86. Well done. Woohoo! If you got it at home, well done. If you didn't, better luck next time. We'll always have another one. But there we go. We're in that world of magic and illusion. Tenuous link to Paul Daniels, hey? So, let me tell you about this yarn. New yarn into the shop. Now, if you've been watching me and my shop over the last 3 or 4 years, you'll know I'm a very small yarn shop. There is very little point in buying in lots of cotton, though the reps will try and sell you spring and summer as a range, and then autumn and winter. It's part of what they do. But really, in the UK, the knitting world, especially for a little yarn shop, tends to stop as soon as the clocks go forward in March. People don't associate the light days, the longer days, with crafting. You know, it's like now. So we're broadcasting. It's 8:20 here in the UK, and it's beautiful outside. It's sunny. It is warm because I've been out for a run already. So you don't feel like sitting in the living room with your wool on your lap, or you're knitting, you're crafting, your crochet. And most of my customers probably are retired and above too, and priorities change. You want to seize the day and you want to be out. So people aren't buying as much. They certainly aren't buying cottons. So the reps will want to sell you spring, summer, and buy these cottons and all these different types of linens and viscose mixes. But I learned the hard way in my first year when I bought loads of cottons, and it literally sat on the shelf. And it was a hard way of learning. I was lumbered with a lot of cottons for about 3 years that then ended up just having to be heavily sailed to get rid of it. And I learned my lesson there. So what I do each year is I buy one cotton. And this year it is Lang Illusion. And I saw this at Cologne, and it is beautiful. Chose 4 colours, nice and simple, not a big range, and 2 bags of each. Though some of it actually is going, and that's just reminded me, actually, I should have done that before I came on. Let's just have a quick look, Fizz, at stocks. Just bear with. You could admire the top while I just have a quick look, because I put it online. If you are watching on YouTube, you get immediately 10% off. So that link is showing. So when Fizz drops, already done, of course it is. If you click on that, obviously not now. I think it opens up in a separate window anyway. But you will see automatically, for being a YouTube watcher, you get 10% off, and that should be showing. Oh yeah, I need to change that to that. Let me just put that, because that's showing up as out of stock. I knew I had to do something earlier today. Let's do that, and let's do that. So, but if you're a YouTube channel member, the Woolpatch channel member and you've got a W by your name, you've already got a coupon code for 20% off. So let's go through it a bit more. So let's put that up there so that stays. So it should cost £13 a ball, but for anyone who's watching at the moment, you can go online for this week and get 10% off. Lasts till this time next week. But if you're a channel member, you get your secret 20% off. So it's not £13 a ball, it's £10.40. This is beautiful cotton and bamboo mix. And let's show you the details. And let's take a look at the arm. So this is the one I'm showing you now. This is the blue with bits of beige and denim in. And this is what wonderful Jan has knitted for the shop. And this is the sample for the shop. And it just conveniently fits me. But it's beautiful. So it's a subtle stripe, but it's still a kind of an ombre fade. So if I stand up. Now, can you see that viscose? Can you still hear me all right when I stand up? The viscose of the cotton drops beautifully, but because of that, it then kind of clings the body. It's not fitted at all. This pattern, which is called, I always forget. I've just checked my notes because Fizz has got it written down. Centre, that's it. Just check the schedule. Centre. It's just a straight box. And what I like about it, there's no rib either. It's just got a special edging, a simple edging, so there's no rib there. I'm going to nick that technique for other slipovers. You remember I did one last Woolpatch show, which was April, in the Fable, in the wool. And I picked up the ribbing and did 4 or 5 rows there. And actually, not that was a problem, but I actually quite like this technique there. Can I show you close? Let's see if I can get closer. You see it? It's not an I-cord as such, but it just gives a nice edge. But as I was saying, but it's a box, simple shape, no shaping, but because of the bamboo, the viscose, which we've talked about before, a man-made fibre, rayon, but rayon is back in the day. It's now a much more what they called closed loop environment, so a better way of producing it. And bamboo is much more sustainable too. It gives, this viscose bamboo just gives with the cotton too, it clings. So it looks like it's fitted, but it's not at all. But look at that drape. Now, it fits even better because it's a half fisherman's rib. So you've got the half fisherman's rib on the front, and on the back, it's either knit or a purl, just all the way across. And that's on the front, it's where you knit into the stitch below. And again, so that rib just gives a little bit of a elastic feel too. So even more to get that hugging shape, but not fitted, so you feel trapped. So it's really flexible. Shall I show you the 4 colours that we've got? Yeah. Yes, says Fizz. Let's get rid of that. So you've seen this one. This is, let's try and, oh, that's the cool pattern book that comes with it. And I'll show you, I think there's a picture of, so that's the pattern. And Fizz has put the link in. You could buy the pattern from Ravelry, I think, isn't it, Fizz? But you can kind of see the difference. Obviously, because I go to the gym, this fits me brilliant. But as you can see with her, that is definitely kind of half off the shoulder and dropped down. And the armhole looks quite big. Is it big? Oh, let's do this side. Yeah. And you can get that one there. So this is my favorite color. I bought more of this one because I knew this would sell really well. And that camera is a perfect representation of the color. I hope that shows well on your computer. So you can see the pale blue there into the dark denim, and then every now and again this beautiful, really light sand color, biscuit. It's really nice. And that is color 6. That picture should show on the website. And let's go to this one, just so you can still see that. 10% off if you buy it now for a week, or if you're a channel member, you get 20% off just for you. Right. And then let's look at the other colours. Summery yellow, summery orange, spring purple and green. Look. And that viscose just gives it that luster. And let's show you as well. Let's just actually, I'm going to move me up to there. Ooh, just so we can still have this, because I know people will say they'll want to know the makeup. 55% cotton, 45% bamboo viscose. And all your details are there, but I think it's rather versatile. 4-ply to double knit, sport weight 22 to 31, 3.5 to 4. But look at that, yellowy orange with a hint of blue. That one is that one in the book? That one there. How beautiful is that? Then you've got the orange one. Orange, yellow with a bit of purple. That one is that. Again, look at that rib. That rib effect. Is that crochet, that one? Oh, I think that might be. Is that crochet? No, that's knit. I should know. I've got the pattern book here. Catalea. Oh, but that one's in. The trouble is, because that one's in French, I have to look at the English version as well. Catalea. Oh, yes, yeah. Eyelet rib. How cool is that? And then, oh, you've got the purple. Purple and green, so a bit more muted. There was a brown one, but I just thought spring, nah. Summer, we don't want brown, do we? It's beautiful though. But there we are. If you're a cotton fan, we've got one in the shop. We do have a solid cotton. So if solid cotton is your thing, we've got that too. But otherwise, that is Illusion. It's there for you for the week. So you don't have to do it now. You don't have to do it tonight and panic. You can have a think about it, because as I say, I know not everyone knits or crochets at this time of year. But there is that for those who do. So if you're thinking about it, you've got a week for those offers. And if you're a channel member, yes, 20% off. It's good saving. This only took 4 balls. Now remember, half fisherman's rib, where you're knitting in the stitch below, uses more yarn too. Can you see? Look at those lovely V's. 4 balls, 430. I think I have. Don't tell Jan. I think I have caught it already. Look, where is it? I'm going the wrong way. That way. Look. It's so nice though. I've got, as you can see, I've not got anything on underneath, and it is really, really nice. So if you're a cotton fan, that's for you. Okay. Have a think. That's I know, I know. Fizz just mentioned it. Yeah, that's because you'd noticed it. That was bugging you, I think, wasn't it? Oh dear. Just let us know in the chat, because this will just prove to me what obviously I see from my customers. Are you a cotton fan? And do you knit to cotton? Because obviously we should be knitting with cotton in the winter, ready for the summer, and in the summer knit with wool, ready for the winter. But no one does that. Do they, Fizz? Do you do that? Yeah. Oh. It sums up. That's how I learned my lesson. Fizz has just gone, I hate cotton. And it's funny because the reps all sell it to you, and I keep telling them, but no one buys it. No one buys it. In Europe, it would be a different thing. With all that beautiful sunshine and being 40 degrees C for June, July, and August, of course you'd be knitting cotton because you want something cool to be on the beach, looking good as you walk down, strutting, getting your tan. It's a different culture in Europe, especially down in the Med. But in the UK, no. What will be interesting, we need to come back to this, Fizz, don't we, in September to see if this is gone, because this is only one line of cotton I've got in. If it's still there, we'll know. we'll know that next year I'm not to buy any cotton at all, because it does get quite difficult for cash flow. So that's when you think, do I buy? Do I not? Do I buy? But let us know in the chat if you're a cotton fan and you do change to cotton in the spring and the summer. Oh, hey, Margarita. Good to have you here. You missed your bunting. You'll have to watch back later, and then in the first 15 minutes, the two vids, so you'll see your bunting and then see it all up. Dinky Craftsman says, pretty yarns, the purple one too. Have a think. I've never made a wearable yet with cotton, only dishcloths, which I'm doing. Oh, right. Well, you probably ain't got time then, have you? But this is lovely. Fran, oh, right. You missed yours as well. We were showing the bunting. You'll have to rewind later. That's probably my fault, because I forgot to send the notification out as well. We could have been broadcasting. That was just a fluke, wasn't it, Fizz, that I spotted that literally 10 minutes to go. Emmy, I do both all year long, generally more cotton, linen in the winter. Do you? Now, my faithful knitter natterers who come each week to the shop for their 2.5 hours of community-based chat and knitting and whatnot, they continue to knit all throughout the year. Not many of them go to cotton, though. They'll just keep knitting whatever they're knitting, which most of them is wool or 4-ply and wool jumpers. Jimbo, not keen on pure cotton. Love wool cotton blends, though. Do you know, I've never really understood the wool cotton blends. I think I've been a bit harsh on them and then never stocked them, because I'm like, who would want wool and cotton blend? You'll have to put me right there with that, James. Also, I prefer linen as it has better properties than cotton. Okay. We shall see. We shall see. Fizz is saying she... Which one did you make for cotton? Which one? Oh, I don't know that one. Oh. Oh, nice, like a wrap over your bikini. Oh, you'll have to put that in the link so we all want to look now. Yeah, that would be nice. And Colin made for me one time a nice Breton linen kind of a throw over kimono style. Lovely, yeah. It's just that we don't have enough consistent warm weather here in the UK to get excited about knitting with cotton or linen and those lovely breathable fabrics for the summer, because more often than not it's raining. Right, let's have a... Oh, put the link in the chat. You're not too late, Bob. Not at all. We don't have detention here. You've just time to just write for the gallery. So if you're rushing, because you're at work, aren't you? or have you finished work? Get a drink, put your feet up, and we'll have a look at who's been doing what in the gallery. Keep an eye out for Michael. I think he's quite near the front. It seems to be quite sock heavy. We need to do a sock show, don't we, Fizz? I think at some point a special. I don't think I can say it. A special sock show, because many of you are sock knitters. Right, let's slow down, put your stuff down, and just enjoy having a look at the creative wonders of so many of our viewers in this month's gallery. Good. Oh, Bertus has just turned up. Good old Aileen there. She's one of my knitter natterers on Wednesday morning. I've been seeing her every Wednesday since 2016. I think I can probably count on one hand how many Wednesdays she's missed. She's proper dedicated. And what I like about Aileen's pattern, we're going to be talking about this on our next podcast with Jimmy. Though we're having a bit of a break there, actually. Oh, sorry, Fizz. I'm just going to go off on one. If you haven't already... Lois. Oh, where's Lois come from too? I think that was the last message. I've been doing this podcast with Jimmy for the last 3 or 4 months, and it's a question and answer show. You send your questions in and we answer it. Well, Jimmy does most of the work there, I think, with answering it. And we're going to be talking about Aileen on the next show when we come back from a break, because Jimmy's got to get his head down. He's got some commissions to do and some very exciting features coming up where he's got to make some stuff. So I've said, right, you have June off and we'll start recording again end of June, July. But Aileen was one because she took a simple stocking stitch pattern and just jazzed it up by going through one of those like stitch dictionaries. She just flicked through and went, oh, that's nice. Found a nice seed stitch pattern over a 4 or 5 row pattern repeat where these pearls just appear on the stocking stitch side. And how lovely did that look? That's what I love about our knitter natterers, and you creatives, you could just go, do you know what? I'm just going to try this, see if this works. Because if it doesn't, what have you lost? A couple of rows? That doesn't matter, does it? But that creativity that you show just never ceases to amaze me. But that's the gallery. Some wonderful stuff there. And Michael's hat. Oh, love a nice hat. Really nice. This is just in my ear. Yes, tweed. Right. You might be interested in this next week, because I nearly went off on one and completely forgot. Next Sunday, this time next week, we are saying goodbye to felted tweed. It's a massive selly telly. If you've done one of our selly tellies before, you know they're a good giggle, and you know you can also get a bargain and a half. Actually, if you haven't done a selly telly, you do need to sign up, because basically we just suddenly realised, sorry Fizz, we didn't prepare this bit. But if you haven't done Selly Telly, you just need to register your email and your YouTube with us. That's all it is for, because you bid during the show. And felted tweed is going to be on ridiculous offer. Let's just go back to this, because we've got to make way for the new West Yorkshire Spinners Morris. Yes, you remember when I went to the H&H Cologne Festival, Europe's biggest yarn and fabric trade show. That was in March. I saw a brand new yarn that's coming out of the West Yorkshire Spinners factory called Morris, based on William Morris, his colour palette. It's a DK and it's a beautiful British wool. It's a massive mix, and I think there's Blueface Leicester in there too. It is beautiful, but got no room for it. And in honest chatting to, it's only us, isn't it? Only me and you here. The felted tweed hasn't been selling for probably 2 years now. Since, I know, Fizz, I know. Since COVID, Rowan, who can say what's going on there? Whether they've shifted some focus, they've been heavily focused on this new, or rebranding their mode. You might have seen mode appearing in shops and online, pushing that mode with their new yarns with mode too, because mode originally was just cool pattern books, modern pattern books with simple stitching. Now they released, I think, 8 yarns under the mode brand. There was a cotton and a wool and a merino. A lot of them were chunkies or Arons. That's why I didn't float my boat. But anyway, the reason was the prices were going up. So felted tweed used to be $7.95 for a 50-gram ball with a massive yardage. 50-gram ball, double knit, tends to usually be around 100 meters, maybe 110. Commercial yarn, 120 at a push. Well, felted tweed from Rowan has 175. So it was definitely worth the higher price point, but they kept putting it up and up and up till it got to around 10.25 a ball. But the problem was no one was charging that price. You go anywhere online, you'll be lucky to even find felted tweed at £9. Wool Warehouse, I think, have it at £8, and Lovecraft have it at £7, I think, $7.99. So no one can seem to sell it because of the cost that it should be at. And then you get into this whole discussion about devaluing yarn, the sales devalue it. Everyone should sell it for the recommended retail price of £10.25, like they do with West Yorkshire Spinners. You very, very rarely see West Yorkshire Spinners priced lower. Wool Warehouse, maybe, that they just always do. But they're very good, I think, with West Yorkshire Spinners not to go too low, because ultimately all they're doing is devaluing the yarn. So we are going to just get rid of it. So we are going to sell the felted tweed for £6 a ball because I just need to recoup my money back on it. Just get it back. So it's not going to be £10 a ball. You're going to get it for £6 a ball. So next Sunday. And I've got lots of colours. Got it all bagged up ready. In 5s or even in 10s. Let's have a quick look. That's how it's going to be. So look at this one. That's a beautiful colour, that one there. I'll have them out of the bags. And they'll be in 5s. Now, as I say, that should be £10 a ball. Ooh, let's go back to this one. But you'll be able to get that for £6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 quid. Recommended retail price is a tenner. Well, £10.25. I've currently got these at a tenner. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. A huge saving. And it might even go lower because we just want it gone. Okay? We need space for the new West Yorkshire spinners. And also, to be brutally honest, we need cash flow because it's the summer. So it's kind of fitted well because we need to get the West Yorkshire Spinners Morris in for September and we need room. So that's got to go. And hopefully you can grab a really good bargain. So this time next week, out with the old. It's all got to go. If you like colour work, we're going to have loads of oddballs. So you can choose lots of oddballs. If you like doing the mercery patterns, the beautiful crochet, because she uses the felted tweed, you can get a great offer. If you just want to do something with felted tweed because you love it, you want to do a slip over, I can get a slip over out of 5 balls of felted tweed. That can knit a bloke's slip over. Ladies, you might only even need 4 for a simple slip over. So there you go. Yeah, that's upcoming. Right, here we go. Let's see. Let's do patterns that bring me joy. Who have we got coming up next? It's the Baby Surprise Jacket by Elizabeth Zimmermann. And this was, let's press that. Oh, no. I think my buttons are gone again. Oh, why? Do you know, we had this last time, Fizz. Why does this... It is Margarita, and Margarita's watching. Why are they not working at all? Right, I'm going to have to... Oh, it might well be. Fizz is saying about them being hidden. Right, let's press this one. Oh, I think has my computer crashed? Are we still actually on air? Yeah, that's just not moving at all. Well, that's new for me. Yeah, this lovely baby. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's really bizarre. Oh, there we go. No, that's Ross. Oh, we had this last time, Fizz. I thought we fixed this. Ah, there we go. Margarita, thanks for your... Did we actually tech this on Friday, Fizz? We did. Oh, yes. Confession, no, I hadn't put it into the computer, so we didn't tech it. Yeah, so there we go. Lesson learned. That was me doing it last minute this afternoon. Margarita, thank you very much. The Baby Surprise Jacket, the patterns that bring me joy. And she says it's exactly what the name promises. A big surprise at the end. And it looks so good in any colour combination. A real joy to knit and a wonderful baby gift. Plus, it's in garter stitch, so it does fit a while. Even though babies... Yes, bit of give there. Now does it work? Let's just move on to Ross. There's Ross there. Some of you might know Ross from Smells Like Yarn on YouTube. And am I going to get his blurby bits showing up? Or will this go to pot 2? Oh no, we've got Margarita again. There we go. There's Ross. Holly, thank you, Holly from Connecticut. Ross Rochester. Smells like yarn, yes. And Holly says, the simplicity of this hat has brought me joy this month because it allows me to mass produce hats for the homeless. Wonderful. Mass produce hats for homeless donations while practicing any technique I choose in a low stress setting. Love it. Thank you so much. And look at that. Nice ribbing, nice simple, and those decreases there on the crown. Lovely. Whew. Right, we managed to get through that, didn't we? You still watching? Anyone still here? There's no point playing an ad. I don't deserve any ad money, do I? Oh, and Margarita's watching still too. I can tell you now, I love making it because it's always so much fun. You can use up fun colours and it's always such... Love it. And that's exactly why we do the feature patterns that bring me joy. Because when you find that nice pattern, it's just lovely to do over and over and over again. And it's nice to then share that. So let us know. We'll keep it going for another couple of months. Are we getting short of... We had quite a few entries not so long ago, didn't we, Fizz? How are we doing? We do need some more. There's a form. You can drop it in, click on the link, and just tell us a pattern that you love. You must have a pattern that you love. That you just do. Like Margarita, you just do it because you know it. Almost to the point where it's off by heart. Penny, who's in the village in Melford, who comes in on a Friday to shop, she just keeps doing the emotional support chicken over and over and over and over again. I'd say she might have done over 20 now since we started doing them last year and she got addicted to them. She doesn't need the pattern anymore. She's done it that many times. Have you got a pattern like that? Let us know. Ah, hey Karen. Hi Stuart, sorry I'm late. I had to save a Swift which had flown into the front door. I'll have to catch up later. That's fine. You've got to tell us if you've saved it. Have you got it out? All right. That must have been a job catching that. That'll be flutting about everywhere, won't it? Hey, Kiwi James. Good to see you. We're always here for the entertainment. Both. There you go. See, I think so. You're right. We don't want to be too polished, do we? That would be boring then, wouldn't it? What do we want to do for October, Fizz? She's just said in my ear. Yeah. Oh, she's been looking at the calendar. World Mental Health Day, Breast Cancer Awareness. Oh, she's getting Global Hand Washing Day. Oh, I like World Food Day. Oh, and Halloween. Oh, I've never been a Halloween fan. We'll have to ponder about that. Oh, Anne's still here. Margarita, the only pattern I can do with that pattern is my... Oh, cool. Your own... Yes, that's your own stitch just for you. And you know how many stitches to cast on. You know how to do the heel and everything. Yeah. Oh, you have saved. Oh, what happened there? Oh. There we go. Oh, yes, it was just a bit stunned, but a neighbour's cat is a killer. So didn't want to... Oh, absolutely. Well done. Bravo. Swift saved. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, Jim, you got yarn on the brain. Okay, shall we have a look at the charts? We're close to finishing. Oh. This has just reminded me to talk about my Ekko tea. I've just started a new knit. Oh, I don't think I can, Fizz. No, I've left it downstairs. Oh, right. I'm gonna run downstairs. Right. If you want to go to the loo, do it now. If you want to put the stopwatch on and see how long it takes me to run downstairs to get my knitting. No, it's definitely not here. Right. Back in. Ready? Back in. Yeah. 20 seconds. Ready, steady, go. Right. Stop the watch. Here we go. My cool bag. Thank you, James. Kiwi James gave it to me. Right. Let's go to desk cam. Oh, look. Half of Bobby is on here. So, actually, what I could have done is I could have left you with Michael, because I was inspired by Michael's finished version of the Ekko tee. Here we go. Ah, look. Look at that, everyone. I could have left you in the safe hands of Michael. Isn't that stunning? But actually, what I like about Michael's version was the step before he put the sleeves on, of course. So here he is before in the vest version. He's obviously got to pick up the neck, which I will do, but I'm going to keep it like that because look at that finish on the arms. It is like, oh, not that one. Oh, my buttons. It is like the finish on what I'm wearing here. So I think that will look really nice. So I'm going to do it as a slip over. And here we go. And yes, I'm using cotton because we need to. Solid cotton that I've got in the shop. Look at that, everyone. Now, there is a fun story with this because this was another version from Marcus. I was doing his polo, the Hume, and I cast that on at Christmas. And as part of February, Frog It or Finish It February. No, Fix It February. One of those. It was just too small. So it was decided to not only frog it, but to start another one because I saw then Michael in that beautiful finished version. So I thought I'm going to do that and it will be perfect in cotton. So let's just zoom in a bit while that loads. Where's my zoom button? Come on. Look at that cable, everybody. And this is in Quattro, a beautiful 4-ply. It's mercerized, so it has got an even shinier sheen to it. And I was doing this yesterday at Knit and Natter and had a bit of a palaver because I wasn't really counting my rows. I thought, yeah, I can read my knitting. And then I started the next cable and it was clearly too stunted. So I had to frog back with Knit and Natter, and Jimbo was at Knit and Natter yesterday. And then I did a couple more rows and I think I was chatting and then did two rows too many. So as you can see here, if if I do my cable now, that's going to be way longer than these two. So yeah, I'm going to be ripping them back again, Fizz, I'm afraid. But there we go. I know, frustrating, isn't it? But that's my Ekko tee. Oh, what I can show you, Fizz, which I had forgotten about, is... Oh, I haven't. Oh, that's clever. Fizz has just said, have I thought about dropping down the stitches and twisting them? Ah. Ooh, that might be a nice little challenge, mightn't it? Those of you who are watching over Christmas, can you remember my Christmas cast on for crochet? It's virtually done. Are you ready for a grand reveal? I forgot to tell you about this, Fizz, during our tech. Look. Oh, Emmy, have you? Oh, thanks, Emmy. I know. I sewed it up at Knit and Natter at Saturday. Look, everybody. Oh, that cable is going to be the death of me. I know. Absolutely. I've learned my lesson there. Yes. Look. Really pleased with it. I don't know what it looks like on yet, but let's just show you a close up of the crochet. Look at that. And if you're watching over it's probably January and February when I came across the situation, it wasn't a size pattern, it was a one fit only pattern. And the one fit only pattern finished there, and I thought, what am I going to do? And someone actually said one round more will quite easily add on an extra centimetre and then another centimetre from the other round. So I just did a whole row of trebles, and then like you do in the corner, I did three chains, 3 trebles again in the corner. So there's a nice 6 to fan us round, and then a whole more row of trebles again. And then I picked up my ribbing for my neck and my arms. And let's go back. Where are we? I've lost myself. So all I've got to do now is dye it. And you came up with the idea of dip dyeing it in the Lavenham blue vat. So we'll get a nice fade. Dark blue at the bottom, fading right up to light blue at the top. So there. Got my knitting mojo back for sure. Right, shall we take a look at the charts of what we think's in the top? What are people saying? Margarita says, love the colour. The green, the lime green. Emmy says, I can read my knitting, and then he laughs. Yeah, I'm going to give it a go though. It'll probably take more work. Chabrand. That is, yes, it's a great idea. Never even thought of that, Fizz. Never even thought of that. Karen says, ooh, that looks fab. I'm crocheting in black. Ah, yeah. Sometimes you just get in that mood, don't you? Like, I just want to do something different, but I don't want to knit. I want to crochet or the other way around. It's looking good, isn't it? Was that the crochet or Michael? I think you're talking about Michael. Oh, dear. Brilliant. Right, let's have a look at the charts. Come on, we'll finish off. What do we think is in the knitting charts or the crochet charts? We'll do crochet charts. Fizz just says in me here. Let's do the crochet charts. Let's get my schedule ready. Crochet is always, very rarely are there the same ones there. Sometimes the same designer. We often see Beba Blanket a lot, don't we? Or Nicole Riley sometimes pops up. But very rarely do we see the same pattern like we do with knitting. So it's hard to guess sometimes of what we're going to see. I find with crochet it's always quite exciting, new stuff. So let's take a look at the top 10 hot right now crochet patterns. The drag and drop one, Fizz, you like? Oh, I know. Yes, Fizz was just saying she wants a drag and drop feature. That would be good for her. The links, as always, Fizz puts the links in. So if you saw something there, you don't have to try and type it in and find it. Click on the link in the comments and it will take you right there. I just realised I got some water on them. I was glugging it down. Oh dear, that's funny. That's so funny. Did you see anything nice in those crochet charts? I always find as well, Fizz, that the crochet charts are varied. It's not like, oh, we're going to see all jumpers. You're going to get some sort of toy, some sort of blanket or an accessory, and then a cardigan or something, aren't you? Yes, yeah. When we did our tech, we had a sneak peek to go have a look what's going to be coming. And Fizz says, "Oh, I always like to try and guess what's going to be a climber." And the Persian tiles, was that like number 15 or something? And you went, "Oh, that's going to be in the top 10." Yeah. Bob says, so that vest is a mix of crochet. It is pretty much all crochet. It's only knitted there and knitted there. I did try the crochet on the rib, Emmy. You know that ribbing effect on the bottom. But I couldn't get it. And because you're doing it the short way, you're going backwards and forwards a heck of a lot. And I thought, do you know what? I don't think it even needs any ribbing at the bottom there. I think it just looks nice as is. Sometimes that simple edging. I might do a crab stitch, the backwards crochet. That might just finish it off. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty much all knitting, all crochet. Kiwi James, an ombre dyer. I can always rely on him for a good comment, a cheeky comment. An ombre dyer for an ombre knitter. Love it. Right, knitting charts. Okay, what do you think? Who's going to put their, what should we say? A quid? Put a quid in. Who's going to bet a quid that the ranunculus is going to appear? Or shout out one that you think might appear in the knitting charts. What did you say? One that has appeared a long while ago that's reappeared, Fizz? Number 3. Keep your eye out for number 3. Where's my button? Knitting. Was it? She says it's from last year. I see, that's fascinating, isn't it? How patterns just reappear. Because you've got to get a lot of eyes on, or a lot of clicks for it to appear in the algorithm. It's not just going to get into the top 10 with me hitting it twice or 3 times, is it? So I wonder what's going on there. Karen says, I think it's a guarantee. Okay, then which number? What number are you going to go for? Think of a number and see if it comes up. Here's the knitting charts, top 10 hot right now. number 9, the ranunculus. Did you get it right? I want the Sabai top still there. That's still doing well. But number 3, the Murano squares. Is that the one, Fizz? Yeah. Fascinating. February last year. Wow. Re-released it. Oh, okay. Well, there we are. That's the knitting charts. Always fascinating to see what people are looking at and what takes people's fancy. We're at the end of another show. Where has the time gone? Karen says, I like the number 1 shawl. The number 1 shawl. Was it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you a big... I'm finding more and more people of all age ranges are knitting shawls more here in the UK. Certainly, since I started, it wasn't a thing at all. But I've definitely seen an increase with people asking for shawl patterns or talking about shawl patterns. How many of you here in the chat are shawl pattern knitters? Fizz says me. Is it because, now I find this funny, is it because there is no fit worry? And also, if you get hot, you can just take it off. Fizz says it depends on the knitter. Fizz is thinking of the phrase. Oh, you think of that. So, you ever think? You knit it. You knit it because you're in it, or you knit it to want it. Okay. Oh, knit it to wear it, you mean? Or in it, as in you want to be in it? Oh. Oh. Oh, I agree. So Fizz says, are you a knitter because you like the pattern, so you just want to knit the pattern, or you knit it because you actually want to wear it? Yeah, because how many knits do we actually wear once we've knitted them? I know. I think I've got a few jumpers in there that I've knitted that I don't wear. Jimbo says, love me a good shawl. Oh, there we are. See, look, chalk and cheese. Bob, not a shawl knitter. Emmy says, I wear my shawls more like bandanas and scarves. Yeah. Puppers. Oh, hey, good to see you, Puppers. Oh, you missed all your stuff at the beginning as well? Your wonderful, all the bunting and things. Yes, I love a shawl. Great for gifts. Don't need to worry about size. Also, Puppers, your prize. Yes. And Bob too. With this is perfect timing. I knew there was something triggering from seeing Puppers 1, 2, 3, 4. It wasn't the bunting itself. Can you remember the prizes that they won? When was that, in March's show or April's show, Fizz? Can't remember. It's in the post. Puppers won. And Bob won the prize from our little trip to Cologne when we did the spinning wheel. Well, it's in the post to you. So it should get to you sometime next week, because I posted it last week. So you'll be enjoying your wonderful prizes. Puppers, you got the Ingenua mohair, and then the 3 lovely balls of alpaca. And then Bob, you got the West Yorkshire Spinners tote bag and the goodies inside. Ah, right. So that just reminded me that. Good to see you, Puppers. Oh, is it down in the comments? Okay. Karen says, I buy a lot of hand-dyed yarn, so shawls aren't good to use. Oh, yes. Are good to use a single skein, and yes, they don't. I saw your little trip to Manchester Yarn Shop. He's popped up on my Instagram feed quite a lot, and I like listening to his stories. His shop kind of is similar to mine. He's got a mixture of commercial and a mixture of indie dye stuff too. Did you get to see him too, Karen? Come on, dish it all. Dish it all. But obviously dish what yarn you bought. That's what we're talking about. Dinky, I've only made 2, and one is is it? And nearly finished. Okay. Not like Granny's. Oh, is it the Go-Go Dynamo, Dinky? Process versus product. Absolutely. So Fizz, you're a process knitter and not a product knitter. Yeah? Absolutely. Me too. Me too. Oh, look at that. I love it. That's quick. That's quick. Because I go to the yarn shop down the road. You know, the Yarnworks people. Hey, Gavin. Hey, Teresa, if you're watching. They have international posting because they do loads of posting. Check their yarn shop out. They've got some stunning stuff. If you want to buy a stitch counter for 100 quid, I tell you, it's a posh one. The Nanu, it's like so big, and you click it to keep your rows. I think I needed that for my cables. $100. Anyway, they have the international shipping section, which means it's way, way, way cheaper than going to the post office. So when I send out these free prizes, it's much more economical to send it out to you. But I can only do it at certain times when I go over there. But they do it. So it might have looked a bit weird when you're looking at the letter, because it might have said Yarnworks and whatnot, puppers. But I did it Monday. What's today? Sunday. Yeah, I was there Monday. Yes. Yeah, well, it is technically last week, isn't it? But Monday, that's 6 days. No, you got it on Saturday, 5 days. Oh, that's just shrunk. Oh. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yes. It would have. No, it wouldn't have gone until Tuesday. So that's even less. Kiwi James. Mistress Fist probably always likes to slip into... Oh, dear. How wonderful. All right, you'll get yours then. Bob, I think you're further... Never eat shredded wheat. You're further west, aren't you? Oh, yeah, you're Seattle, aren't you? I love the design of the Agatha reading shawl, what my friends in the US are making. Oh, nice. Pajamas. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, Bob, I knew you would have seen him. Karen, right, let's dish the dirt. Yes, he was there in the shop. It's a lovely shop, only small but perfectly formed. Absolutely. Just like mine. Oh, and there's more. I got 3 hand-dyed skeins, some reloved recycled yarn from Star. I saw that brand, yes. And a giant ball of chunky from King Cole. Oh, no idea what I'm going to do with it. Doesn't matter, because the most important thing, Karen, is you have supported local small business. And I know you've done it with me. You are here. You're a W by your name. It means the world, especially at this time when footfall drops dramatically because people... local don't knit. And remember, lots of us little yarn shops don't have the same internet power or the money to put into the SEO to get up to the top there with the likes of Wool Warehouse and Lovecraft. So your custom and your little trip there meant everything, even if you didn't know what you're going to do with it. But it'll come in at some point, won't it? Notice the difference between the shop chat of Karen and the yarn chat, where the detail was. I love it. Ah, right, there we are. Love it. If you've just tuned in and you want to know what I'm wearing, I am wearing Illusion. Let's just do one quick look at it. Let's pop it up on the screen. The scent, that's a good point. I'm wearing the Illusion yarn. Thank you, Fizz. The Illusion yarn, and it's called the Centre T from Lang Yarns. It's really nice, simple, but it's in cotton and bamboo. And look at that drape from it. And look at that lovely side detail. And this is colour 6. Oh, it's great having Fizz chat in my ear, telling me everything. Colour 6. If you want to have a quick look, colour 6. And there are more colours there. 4 colours. You can always find them on the internet. If you've got W by your name, you will have had a little message to get it for 20% off. If you don't have a W, we've still got a little offer. 10%, but it's still an offer, a perk to say thank you for watching. I think we've got another show in the can, Fizz. Lots coming up over June. Tell you, yes, don't forget next Sunday, Selly Telly, a massive sale off of, let's cover that, for felted tweed. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It is just Selly Telly. There's no other chit chat. It is just felted tweed. They will be all in packs of 5. Some I have got enough of where you can buy 10, and some I've got just odds, loads of 1 balls. So if you're doing colour work and you want to do some pretty yoke work, then those 1 balls might be for you. They are going to be not £10able. Not 9, not 8, not 7, but £6. And actually, come on, let's just do, before we finish, let's have a little snout. Oh, there's my website. Let's, you have to register. Some of you have already registered, but if you haven't, you just need to register so we can get your YouTube name with an email. So like Karen there, the registering just gives you an email. So if you buy on the night, we can then send you the invoice on email the next day. But let's just go to the website. Let's have a quick look. Let's go to google.co.uk. Oh, okay. Doesn't normally happen like that. What do we want? Oh no, let's just go. Hang on there. We don't need Google. We can just go woolwarehouse.com. Okay. Felted tweed. Oh. Felted tweed. Oh, see, look. See, this is where you just can't compete with it. So even Rowan, it should... Right, so felted tweed recommended retail price is £10.25. That's what they want everyone to sell it at. And that's what everyone should sell it at. So the customer gets it the same wherever, really. So it's fair. We always know Wool Warehouse are going to be cheaper because they probably buy thousands in bulk and therefore pass that discount on to the end user. That's how hard it is to compete with them. So their normal price is £8.99. It's now down to £6.99. So £7. Well, we can beat that because we're going to be £6. £6. So if you love felted tweed, then tune in next Sunday for an hour to an hour and a half. Yeah, it won't be an hour. An hour and a half of just selling felted tweed. I've got lots of colours. I've got about 15 colours still in stock. Many in bags of 10. So if it's your thing, tune in next Sunday. If it's not your thing, but you know someone who is in a felted tweed fan, buy it for them or tell them to watch. And then over summer, we are going to do some special shows with Martin Tenner from Knit 365. He's approached us to do a Summer of Love, a pride thing to promote LGBTQ plus everything. So we're planning some new shows. Can you remember ages ago, Fibre Hustle and the boys, we did Tube Dudes. We're going to do something similar with British makers and maybe some abroad ones. I was thinking of asking Gary Urban Yarn whether he might wants to come in. If you know of any YouTubers of LGBT plus Q, I get my letters muddled up. Can you DM me or email me or drop them in the chat here? Because we'd like to perhaps get 4 or 5 of us together and do a marathon, say from 4 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone doing a 45-minute show through till 9 o'clock, finishing with me and a friend. I've got a friend who does wonderful drag. You'll love his name. I'm not going to tell you now, though. You'll have to wait. No, not Ting. Not Ting. No, not Ting. So I'd like to sort of, yes, do a whole celebration of the Pride thing. So let us know. That should be good fun. Yes, so hopefully a nice summer of stuff to come. But otherwise, Fizz, I think we've got a show there. High five to you all. Come on, everyone. Put your hands up. High 10. Fizz has just said high 10. Come on then. High 10, everyone. Let us know. Fizz just went, yeah, high 10. There was hardly any mistakes. Yeah, it's much more fun, isn't it? And 9:30. That's nice, isn't it? An hour and a half. There's nothing much else on telly. I know. Yeah, so if you do know... Oh, brilliant. Margarita's dropped one. Oh, Thorsten... Oh, let's click that button. Thorsten Dewitt in Cologne, Germany. He's a podcaster and designer. His website is Dewitt. I've learned something new today already. Brilliant. No, I would like to. No, I don't think I can. It's in between. Though he's probably better than Elevade. But Elevade's got way bigger fish, I'm sure. But just as fun. Yes, let us know. Dinky Grass says, I know a few in the UK and US, whether they're positive. I know. So I want to just send out and ask and have a look and try and put together a 4 or 5 podcasters who will balance but also contrast, because it wants to be fun and different too. His name is pronounced Dewitt. Oh, cool. Do you know, Margarita? That's funny. My nephew... Adam, who's just obviously had my great nephew Stanley, when he won't watch this, that's okay. When Adam was younger, he couldn't say my name Stuart, so he would call me Do It. He'd go, Uncle Do It. Okay. Oh no, right, okay, so yeah, Fizz has just said in my ear about how to pronounce my name, whether it's EW for Stuart, or whether it's STU and Stuart. I think it depends on where you come from and how you like to pronounce the U, but Fizz, I am UART, but I'm definitely a U, a Stuart. There is something about Stuart that's a bit, just seems like, oh, but you could say it's because you have different regional accents, so some people will just say Stuart. But I'm definitely a Stuart. A Do It. It's what you're all going to call me now. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, so email me or DM me on Instagram, or send me how you can. You can share their profiles. It'd be nice. And Emmy, if you speak to Gary before, give him a heads up. It's just they've got to work out the timing of it and the time differences. But there we are. Lovely to have your company. Thanks as always. Love it. It's just nice always telling you what's going on at the shop, what's new, what's different, what's in the knitting and crafting world. And Diggy Crafts, yes, your mum's up there. I'll be taking that down now because this will obviously be stripped. I've got to get that back to Jubilee. I might just keep it myself. I could try and squeeze into that, but it looks great. Thank you everyone for your VE Day buntings. I'm going to finish by playing the video once more because it's just so good, of the finished window display of all your bunting. Thank you so much for joining in, taking part. Thank you for all your comments. If you've been watching on catch up, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've been shouting out. Did you high 10 me when we did that earlier? I hope so. Enjoy watching the finished video. Night night everyone, Fizz is going to have a big old coffee now, and we'll see you next week if you're into the felted tweed. If not, it will be late June for our introduction to Pride months. That's what it feels like now. It's lovely to have your company, and then let's go with your finished fabulous bunting of our VE Day 80 display. Thanks Fizz, thanks everyone, see you later, cheery bye, bye. I forgot to press. I'm just chatting with Fizz. I forgot to press the end credit button. Oh, good job I didn't start stripping and getting naked, wasn't it? Oh dear. And I got my beer too. Oh, right. I'm now looking for the end credits. See you later, everyone.